now, because I'm also very mindful of the clock that's looming large. Swarnam, Nepal, also critically important, certainly in that part of the world, hydro resources and so on, but also a least developed country. Yeah. Again, with particular finance, if not anything else, challenges.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, so I come from Nepal, which sees itself as the custodian of the Central Himalayas, 8 of the 10 highest mountains in the world, including Everest. And the glaciers that flow from those Himalayas feed rivers that can generate up to 100,000 megawatts of clean electricity, which can power all our domestic needs, but also help displace dirty sources of fuel in fast-growing India and Bangladesh, right? So yet, because of climate change, which we have not contributed to at all, we are bearing the brunt because those very glaciers are melting, are receding. There are some dire predictions from international organizations like ICIMOD. So our mantra in Nepal has been, well, all net zero paths are led through clean electricity, right? So as a columnist in the New York Times put it memorably, you make electricity clean, you make much more clean electricity, and you make almost everything run on electricity. So that's the solution, part of the solution that we offer, not just to our own country, but the entire region and possibly the globe. Now, per capita income-wise, we're the second poorest on the continent. And yet the paradox is more than 90% of our people already, way ahead of the SDG deadlines, have access to electricity, but these are basic appliances and lighting. Now, what we need to do is, all the cooking installations should be electric, and eventually, of course, the transport fleet, and then the industrial. Then we increase the consumption of clean electricity. But there are 3 hurdles. First is finance, as has been highlighted. Second is technology. And third, which has not been mentioned so far, are the geopolitical imperatives as well. Nepal, very strategically located between China and India. So as India-China rivalry heats up, as US-China rivalry heats up, this very resource is also caught somewhere in between. I don't have time to go into detail, but let me just mention that the finance would impact how we develop simultaneously all the components of the energy value chain, right? So it's not just producing, but distributing, storing, and using that clean electricity usefully. So we don't have the money yet, and this is where we need to pair both technology and finance with de-risking and depoliticizing as well. Geographically very hostile. There are parts of the